Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another cutting and sewing tutorial. If you are new here, thank you for tuning in, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for always watching my videos. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this pleated skirt. I know this is something you would like to know more about. Please keep on watching and let's get started. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you'll get notified anytime I upload a new video. For this style, I'll be using African print for mine, but you can use any fabric of your choice. You can use crepe, satin, or any fabric that you have. This African print here is 1.5 yards, and I'll also be using a zip for the skirt. I have cut out my desired length here, which is at 17 inches, together with the folding allowance at the hem. Because it is a mini skirt, you don't want it too long, and I'll still add 2 inches band at the top. So at the end of the day, I think the length will come to 18 inches. So we don't want it too long because it's a mini skirt. Looking at the picture on the thumbnail, you'll see that the pleat goes all the way from the front to the back, all around the skirt. To calculate the width of the fabric you'll cut out for the skirt, you can use the waist measurement multiplied by 2.5 or 3 inches. So in a situation whereby your bum is very big, you have a very big bum, you can use the hip measurement multiplied by 2. The reason why I'm saying you can use the hip measurements multiplied by 2 is because the skirt may not fit at the hip area by the time you are done stitching. It is better to be on the safe side by using the hip measurement multiplied by 2. And when you are done stitching, if you are using the hip measurement multiplied by 2, you will notice that the waist measurement will be big. So what you need to do is to add elastic band to the back of the skirt. Don't put elastic on the entire band of the skirt. Just at the back of the skirt is where you are going to put the elastic, so that the waist measurement will come to your actual waist measurement. It will help with the fitting at the waist. My fabric is folded into 2, and the width of the fabric here is the waist measurement multiplied by 2.5 is what I used for the width of the fabric here. The first thing I'll do now is to notch the center of the fabric. I notch the center of the fabric and I'll open it up. Now from the part I notched, I'll start marking 2 inches all the way till I get to the end of the fabric. I'm marking 2 inches because 2 inches will be the size of the pleats I'll take in. That is why I am marking 2 inches. I'll continue marking the 2 inches all the way till I get to the end of the fabric, and even on the other side. Yeah, I am done marking the 2 inches, and the next step is to notch all the points I marked. The essence of notching is to make it easier to achieve the pleats. So I'll notch all the points I have on the fabric. Once I am done notching, I'll take the fabric to the sewing machine so that I can show you how to achieve the pleats. I'll start pleating from the center of the fabric. So the first thing I will do is to get the midpoint of the fabric. This is my midpoint here. I'll put a chalk to indicate the midpoint because I'll start pleating from the midpoint. Now you will take one of the points you have the notches on the fabric and match it to the one closest to the midpoint, and you fold your fabric into 2 like this. You are going to stitch on the wrong side of the fabric, so make sure this part you folded is the wrong side. Now the length of the stitch I will use here is 6 inches. I would advise that you use 4 inches for this part. I used 6 inches for, especially if your hip line is 8 inches from your waistline, because you don't want the tight fitted part on the skirt to get to your hip line, so that it can easily pass through your hip line. So it is better to use 4 inches. For this part I am using 6 inches for. I have stitched the first pleat here, and this is what we have. If you don't know how to make a straight stitch, you can use your ruler to mark the line before stitching. So this is what the first pleat is looking like. You are going to repeat the same process for the other pleats. Take one notch on the fabric and match it to the next notch you have and fold into two like so. Mark the length you want for the stitch and go ahead and stitch. I'll keep repeating the same process till I get to the end of the fabric. I am done with one side of the fabric here, and this is what we have. You can see how the pleat came out. So for the other side of the fabric, I'll repeat the same process I did to the other side, and I'll show you when I'm done. After making the pleats on the entire fabric, I went ahead to press it properly. So press your pleat in place like I did with mine, and this is what we have now. You can see how the pleats came out. It is looking so nice and beautiful. The next step is to just cross-check your waist measurements. If your waist measurement is big at this point, you will need to add elastic to the back of the band. But if your waist measurement is fine, you're just going to go ahead and attach your band straight up. I placed the right side of the band on the right side of the fabric. I added interfacing to my band. The length of the band is 2.5 inches. By the time I am done joining with ½ inch, I will be left with 2 inches for the band. Place the right side of the band on the right side of the fabric and go ahead and stitch with ½ inch seam allowance. I am done joining one side of the band to the fabric now, and the next step is to top stitch on the other side of the band. You can use a pin to secure the band to the wrong side first, because we are going to stitch on the right side. So make sure that while you are stitching, you can feel the band on there, because you are going to stitch on the right side. You are going to stitch in between the line you have there. You are not going to stitch on the band. You don't want your stitch lines to show on the right side of the band, so you are going to stitch in between the line you have there, not on the band. The stitch lines will be showing on the wrong side of the skirt. This is after I was done top stitching on the other side of the band, and you can see that on the right side of the skirt you can't see any stitch line on the band. This is because we stitched in between the band, so the stitch will not be obvious on the band. The next step is to mark the space I will insert the zip and go ahead and stitch the bottom part. Make sure to use a long zip that will be at least below the hip line. Don't use a short zip like me. I have folded the hem of the skirt here, and the last step for the skirt is to attach the zip. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and please subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.